question by I think it's Chris Lee. But you know what? I'm asked this question all the time by family members, and there's a lot of different people who are kind of curious about trucking and stuff like that. And I try to sum it up best way I can, as quick as I can. But basically, the question is, which do you prefer driving, the automatic or the manual? And which one is better to drive? And I have my own personal experience after driving, and this is my thoughts on the matter. I think if you stuck in traffic, like I stated, in Cali, Maryland, Virginia, or Chicago, bumper to bumper traffic for 2 to 3 hours, you will be a fool not to appreciate driving an automatic. Okay? That's just, you just would be a fool. Who wants to sit up there bumper to bumper traffic for 3 hours shifting? That's stupid. I'm sorry. Now, if you've been driving a stick or a manual for so long that you know what, it's just a part of you. It's just who you are. You don't even notice it. Yeah, all well, But you have this climate out there to where you're not a trucker if you drive an automatic. If they call you steering wheel holders, they call you this, that, and the other. Bump that shit and bump them. These so-called super truckers or this, that, and the other, company drivers, just like everybody else. They ain't making no much more money to drive a damn manual versus an automatic. No more damn money. And at the end of the day, I go to the Cairo about once a month. I have to. My back is out, this is out, that is out. And it was worse when I was driving a stick. I done drove a 8-speed, a 9-speed, a 10-speed, and some other speeds. And I say this, as long as you're comfortable with going back into driving a manual if you need to, and knowing how to drive that manual, at the end of the day, you're well-rounded. So you can jump out of that automatic and jump into a manual if need be. A manual does have certain benefits. Let's say you get stuck in some mud or stuck in some snow. I've been in that situation. In a manual, you could kind of jump up out of that. You can't necessarily do that with an automatic. I've gotten up out of them situations multiple times in an automatic, but it would have been that much easier if I had a manual. So a manual has its benefits. It has its benefits, let's say, if you're going through hills and mountains, because you can you can manage your own speed a lot better than you could in an automatic when you're going through hills and mountains. Now, if in a perfect world, no traffic, and you don't have to worry so much about bumper to bumper traffic, this, that, and the other, and you got a smooth route, a manual is cooler to have, but at the end of the day, driving that does wear on your body. Driving these semi trucks, period, wears on your body, and I got a Cairo bills to prove it. I got enough of them to prove it. And if you look at a lot of the truck drivers, just sit and just watch them get out their truck and watch them walk. See how some of them walk, some of them wobble, some of them roll. They all screwed up. A big portion to that is the shifting and driving that truck. That's a big portion to it. This is my thought. This is what Cairo therapists and them stated. And so that's why they walk like that. And they don't go to a Cairo or get massages on a regular like they should. So therefore they have that situation to where they walk like that. So, if something's going to put more stress on your body and you're not the type to take care of your body, you obviously you want to go the easier way out. Like I said, you got the super truckers, call you the steering wheel holders, call you this, call you that. You know what? It's peer pressure no matter where you go, but there was peer pressure when I was a youngin'. There's a peer pressure when I hit teenage years. There's a peer pressure when I hit adulthood, but I'm 30 something years old. I could give a fuck what a trucker say about what I drive or what the hell I do, because at the end of the day, it's about putting fucking money in my pocket and putting food on my table. So unless they gonna do something to change that dynamic, or if that manual is gonna change that dynamic by putting much more money in my pocket, or feeding my family, or taking care of my family, then shut the fuck up and move on. And I dare any motherfucker to say something to me in my face about that. Because you sound like a goofy. You sound just like the same stupid motherfuckers like, man, you walking Payless shoes? You ain't wearing the Jordans? Man, move the fuck around. Move the fuck around. I'm 30-something fucking years old. I could give a fuck about what the fuck I'm rocking, long as it's getting the damn job done. So that's what you tell these so-called super truckers. I know you want to be friendly with them. I know you want to be this, that, and the other with them. But you know what? You don't have to be. Move around from their ass. You see them talking that goofy shit, move the fuck around. I don't hang around chit-chatting and talking all this shit in these damn truck stops with these truckers. I don't do it because a lot of it's just bitching and nagging, and they love the bitch and nag. Love the bitch and nag and rarely help. Rarely help. I could count on my hands the ones that I see actually active and action. You know how many truckers that helped me when I've been out here, whether it's when I first started backing, whether it's when I had problem with the truck, whether I was stuck here. Them the guys that I respect and that I listen to, because they putting their mouth and their hands to help me in a situation. These other so-called truckers are sitting around stuffing their fucking face and talking shit. Fuck them. They be in there trying to weak ass mac to these damn cashiers, and the cashiers don't even want to be bothered. When I walk past them, I be like, damn, dude, leave her alone. Your game is weak and you fucking suck. Just move the fuck around. Go hit a shower or something. You know, but they sit up in there and they talking about oh yeah, these drivers, they don't want to pull out the fuel island, and they don't want to do this, and they don't want to do that. And this is real talk. After a year, this, a lot of the people I see that doing shit like that be the super truckers. Be the super truckers doing some of that shit. I rarely see some rookies. I call some a rookie maybe once or twice doing some shit like that, but usually it's the motherfucking super truckers that you can't tell shit be doing just that. Pulling in, sleeping in the fuel aisle, shit like that. Parking all kind of fucked up. Just saying, I've almost been hit a few times and have been hit. And every time I've been hit, it's been, or almost been hit, it's been by someone who appeared to have a minimum of a 10 years or plus in trucking. I rarely see a rookie or someone who looked really green come over on me. That's just my opinion and just what I noticed. Hey, you guys can state otherwise or put up there otherwise if y'all notice something different. But at the end of the day, to answer that question, is a stick or automatic better? You know what's better? What's better is getting you a motherfucking paycheck and going home at the end of the day safely. That's what's better. The rest of that bullshit, they can keep and they can move the fuck around. So don't let no one bully you or put on that peer pressure shit, because they ain't doing nothing more than you doing. They driving a truck for a fucking company, and at the end of the week, hopefully, at the end of a couple of 2 to 3 weeks, they going home for a couple of days. What's different? What's different? Ain't a damn thing different. Ain't a damn thing different. Now, if you own your own truck and you have to, you got to do manual on either or. You got to do work on either or, whether it be a manual or automatic. Now, that's a valid question. If you own your own truck, if you own your own truck and you have to do work on it, then you looking at it from a cost on a, you know, duh, if it's gonna cost you more money to operate this truck. Now that's a valid question. If it's gonna cost you more money to operate your damn truck by running an automatic, then guess what? Yeah, you would rather be in a freaking in a manual. But from what I've noticed, I haven't noticed that much of a big of a difference. That's just me. I'm no expert. So the person that asks that question would be to talk to some of the mechanics. Talk to when you go into some of these shops or something. Talk to some of the owner operators who have an automatic and who have a manual. Talk to them and see what they saying, what their experience has been with the Eaton or with the manual or this, that, and other. So from an owner operator, I'm trying to think here how to put it. From an owner operator's perspective, you just got to do your damn homework. Period. Every truck's different. I used to have a lot of truckers, old timers, tell me that's like, man, the way you shift this truck, it ain't gonna be the same. It could be the same exact model, same exact year, but every truck is different. And you know what? That's something that they were 100% right. Every truck is different. You could have the same model truck, same everything, and it could be different. The model truck, this one is a V12 with an Eaton automatic. Now D10. So I have situations to where I was told by a Volvo dealership, and this dude had plenty of experience. And this dude told me, he said, man, he said, your engine is a very well sought after engine, but what would have made it more valuable if it was a manual, you know. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know. So that tell me that's a good running engine if it's that popular. Okay, and if it was a manual, it'd have been that much more valuable. But he said it still holds great value, even though it's automatic. It's a well sought after engine. So when I go to get my advice or this, that, and other from people, I usually look to the mechanics with 10, 15, 20 years experience working on trucks. That's who I look to for advice, and owner ops who's out here doing it, who's putting this money coming out of their pocket, not in situations like my case where it's coming from the company or the wherever they work for. So that it just irritates me, man. That whole little fucking thing there, if you drive an automatic, if you drive a stick, it's, you know, that's some mental bullying type bullshit. That's some peer pressure type shit to make you feel littler than the fuck you are. You know what? Like I said before, move the fuck around. Because at the end of the day, if it ain't getting your motherfucking bills paid, who gives a fuck if it's a manual, if it's a fucking automatic, or whatever the fuck it is. At the end of the day, it's about paying your motherfucking bills. And somebody who's ever come in my fucking face talking some stupid ass shit like that, I'm gonna tell them to move the fuck around. Period. Because it's a mental bullshit. If they ain't talking from an owner operator's fucking experience or position, then what the fuck else? What the fuck else could it be? It's bullshit. So move around. Move the fuck around.